Hello viewers, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to extend file system or logical volume in Linux. So I have a lab setup which is running SuSe Enterprise Linux version 11. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to extend how to scan a LUN first, and how to scan uh, from VMware end, and how to add them into VG, and how to extend the file system. Okay, so there are three slides I have which I would like to go with. The first slide is you can see it is talk about yeah, not this one, yeah, this one. Okay, so in this slide it says there are two types of VMware LUN we can assign, and there are two types of LUN which we can use in VMware environment. Okay, so the first type is VMDK, which is stand for VMware disk type. Okay, and the another is RDM, which is stand for raw device mapping LUN. Okay, so most of the time in production environment we are using VMDK, and it is very rarely used RDM, raw device type of LUN, when we use high availability cluster. So in cluster environment we need to have those LUN as RDM. Okay, so for now I'll be showing you how to uh, scan a VMDK LUN and how to extend the file system. Okay, so earlier in previous version, I mean in VMware ESXi 3 and 4, we did not had features. Uh, we did not have the features when you assign a new LUN from ESXi to any VM. We had to scan. We had some command, right? So those command we have to scan it, we have to run it to view the new LUN. But later, from vSphere 4 and above, the new versions which is released in this all new VMware vSphere uh, type, we are not we don't need to scan a LUN. So in case, for example, in case if you do not able to see the new LUN, and even though it is a new vSphere version, vSphere 4 and above, so above, then still if you are unable to see, then you have to scan, and you have to execute the scanning command. So the scanning command I have given in this slide. Okay, so there are some steps or some command, you can say, I have given. The first command is echo ---- in $code, and it is scanning the path sys class SCSI underscore host X, and scan. X is nothing but your host type, whether you have multiple hosts, or uh, the number of hosts you have to scan it. Yeah, usually it would be like host 0, host 1, and host 2. Okay, so you might be wondering what is this minus 3 line stand for. So this 3 line is stand for channel on SBA, and second one is target SCSI ID, and third one is LUN. So it is we are using minus. It is nothing but a wildcard for this CTL. So instead of minus, you can use CTL as well. Okay, so here is one command example I have given. So this is the command to see the new LUN, or what are the LUN in your system currently having. You can run this command and you can view those. And there are one more command called SCSI ID -g -s block sds. This is regarding RDM LUN. If you are using RDM LUN, you might need to verify with the storage team for that WWID whether the LUN which has given by storage team is matching what you are able to see from VMware end. So this command helps you to see the WWID. So probably this will be a useful command for you. And another is a pv create command. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to show you how to add a new LUN in VM, and how to extend, and how to scan a new LUN from VMware end. Okay, so I have a VMware environment. I have installed VMware ESXi, and you might be able to see my videos. uh, there is a separate video where I have shown how to install ESXi and how to access that ESXi from VSphere. So currently I'm running one VM here. It is /11. Okay, so I have already loaded the OS and it is up and running. So I'm going to add a new LUN in this VM. So currently I can see there are three LUNs here. Okay, first one is 16 GB, second one is 1 GB, and third one is also 1 GB. Okay, so I wanted to add one more disk. Click on add, select hard disk, next select create new virtual disk, specify the size. I need 1 GB, and I wanted to use this 1 GB disk for separate data store, because in this data store I have only 1 GB free. So I'm going to use this data store in order to have this 1 GB LUN in my VM. Click OK, next, go with default option, next, finish, and okay, so this is done, it is completed. So let me launch a window. Okay, so here is the window for this SuSe Enterprise Linux 11. Okay, so now if I run this command pvs, I can able to see there are two disks which is formatted as pv, and also those two LUNs has been added into this data vg. Okay, and this is the size. So I wanted to see the new LUN. If you just do a pvs -a command, you will see more details about this disk. Okay, but still here also I cannot see that LUN. So like I said, I have to scan the command. I have to run this command, echo ---- in double quote, redirect to sysclass SuSe underscore host, double tap this just to see how many hosts I have. 0, scan. Okay, you have to run this command for all the hosts. Done. So all the host has been scanned. So now I wanted to see pvs -a. So pvs -a, if you do, you can able to see a new disk. You can able to see is with the name of /dev std, but you cannot see the size. So in order to see the size, I have given that command in my slide. So that is pvs -a -o plus dev underscore size. So here you can see the new 1 GB disk has been allocated. So if you wanted to see the wwid, you will need to run this command, but in this case it is not going to work because it is vmdk formatted. It is -g -s. Okay, so anyway, so I'm unable to, I think SuSe id command is not there. Okay, fine. So I just scan the new LUN, and I'm able to see that new LUN with this command, right? So I will going to create this PV. I will create this LUN. I will formatted this LUN, and to create a PV you need to run this command, and I will use semicolon to run multiple command in one single line. So this is a bash features. Okay, so we can use command chaining, we can run multiple command in single line, separated by semicolon. So pv create, I have already given slash dev sdd and vg extend. So already there is a vg called data vg and data vg, and this name is slash std. So this command will create pv slash dev this sdd, and also once it is created it will add into volume group data vg. So it is successfully created. So now if you do a vgs command, you will be able to see there are 3 pv inside this data vg. You wanted to see how many lvs inside this data vg, you probably need to run this command lvs minus data vg. So I can see there is one lv name data lv, and also here also you can see there is one. Okay, so if you wanted to see how many disk under this volume group, just run vg display minus v data vg. You can able to see in physical volume section there are 3 disk, sdb, sdc, sdd. Okay, there are different way also you can able to see how many LUNs attached to that particular VM. So here is the command data vg. So if you run this command, you can also able to see how many disks are attached to this volume group, and also free size. Currently these are fully utilized and have no extent free in this disk, and this is the new one which we have added and it is not in used. So all the size of this disk is free. So I'm going to extend this lv inside this lvs data vg. So I'm going to extend this lv extend minus l minus capital L plus, because it is 2 GB now, and I'm going to add an additional 1 GB. So whenever you're doing an additional, you make sure that you specify plus sign, otherwise the file system will become the size you have given. For example, if you give just like 1G, if your file system is 2G right now, and if you specify 1G, your file system will become 1G. So this is a very dangerous command, so you have to ensure this plus option you have given, otherwise your file system will become the one you have specified and you will lose all the data. So minus n for new. Okay, so minus n is not required because I'm just extending. Just plus 1G specify data vg, the vg name, data lv, the lv name. Okay, so I don't have much extend. It is required 256 extend to extend this file system, but I have only 255 extends. So there are another way. So just to ensure, just go run this command and see how many extends free. So this is total PE, free PE. Total PE is 255, free PE is 255. So there is a command. Let me clear this screen. lv extend minus small l. Okay, so you have to specify small l plus 255 extend, and the vg name is data vg data lv. Right, so now it has extended and it says successfully resize the volume, logical volume. Okay, so now I have to ensure this file system is extended, because now I just extended the LV, but the file system is still 2 GB size. So kernel should when we have extended the LV, kernel is not aware of the changes we have made. So kernel should know that this change has been made. So how kernel will come to know, and how it will show the real size. Like right now it is 3 GB, but it is saying 2 GB here. So for that we have a command called resize to fs. /dev vgname and lvname, and it will resize the file system. So now it is shows the file system is resized and block size is this many. Okay, so now if I run df-h, it shows the correct size, so it says 3 GB. Okay, so this is how you have to extend the file system. It is pretty easy and straightforward. I don't think you will find any problem to extend a file system and to extend logical volume, and also how I have scanned a new LUN in this VM. So please let me know. Please comment your if you have any doubts or if you have any question, you can write your comment in YouTube comment section. Okay, let me know and I will probably get back to you if I can. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day.